Oh, affirmative action is gone. Gone. Yes, y'all heard me sing it right. Affirmative action. Sayonara. Toodles. It's out of here. Goodbye. Good riddance. Race-based affirmative action for college admissions. Gone. That's what we about to get in today's news segment, you feel me? But before we get into that, how y'all living today? Oh, y'all good? Oh, that's what's up. Oh, how I'm living? Oh, I'm living splendid. Hell yeah. You know, just the Black News Channel, giving you the news the way you want to hear it. Another episode of the Seers Lair. I'm your lovely or hated host, Kamal, a.k.a. the Black Seinfeld, a.k.a. Magic X. And since I got the best audience out there, what should the best audience be doing right now? You goddamn right, giving yourself a round of applause. If they watching, at least they learning. And I appreciate all y'all, from the ugly to the beautiful and to the in-betweeners. And oh my God, bruh, there's so many in-betweeners out there, man. You might be an in-betweener your damn self. But anyway, for my tubers, YouTube been around since 2005. I don't need to tell y'all what to do to get the video or the channel booming. But just like the rest of the tubers say, I'm going to say the same thing. Like a sub. Sub a share.
Gorge.
Share a comment alike. Y'all know what to do. Some of y'all smart out there, you feel me? For my Twitch family, though, hit your bro to follow. Hit your bro to share. That'd be greatly appreciated, you feel me? I also appreciate my lovely sponsor, First Place Losers. The link to the shop gonna be in the description below. Y'all go check out the fire-ass garments made out of 100% Egyptian cotton. I guarantee it'll boost your sex appeal up by, let's say, 51%. And look here. If it look good on me, it's gonna look good on your in-between ass, okay? And with that being said, phone lines is open, y'all. If y'all want to call in, let y'all voice be heard about this news segment, call in at 619-609-7383. Once again, the number is 619-609-7383. Also, tubers, hit that notification bell so you know when I drop these fire-ass news segments. Also, my social media family, if you want to follow your bro on TikTok, Twitter, Kamal Johnson, ENT. You feel me though? Yeah. Let's give a little. Where's the sound? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, I'm gonna find it. God damn it. You feel me? There we go. My back hurting a little, y'all. Hooping my playoff men's league game. My back hurting. Achilles hurting, knee hurting a little bit, but we gonna get through it though. All right, y'all. Let's hop right into this news segment, and I got a couple articles for y'all. For me, and I'm gonna pull up a couple stats. Look, it says Supreme Court's get rid of affirmative action in college admissions. Oh my God! Oh Lord and Lord! Hold on, I know a lot of people was like, "Oh my God, sweet baby Jesus!" No. Got this off Forbes by Allison Durkee. Colleges and universities can no longer use race as a factor in their admissions decisions. The Supreme Court ruled Thursday, striking down a decades-long practice of affirmative action and upending schools' admission tactics, which they warn can make future student bodies significantly less diverse. The court ruled 6-3, which they're trying to put much of the blame on Clarence Thomas, aka Coon Thomas. But nah, I don't like how y'all doing it though. Y'all putting the blame and calling them all types of N-words and all this hate speech and stuff like that. There's 5 other people that ruled against this, okay? That Harvard University and the University of North Carolina's admission policies taking race into account are unconstitutional, with the court's 3 liberal justices dissenting. Students for the fair admission brought 2 cases against Harvard and UNC, representing private and public universities, respectively arguing that practice violated the 14th Amendment Equal Protection Clause and disadvantaged white and Asian American applicants. It don't do that shit. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. It doesn't. Because predominantly, most schools are white and Asian Americans are getting up there in numbers. They just use them as a mascot for this. Yeah. They really did. Had them all talking on there. God damn, affirmative action, man. That shit don't help me out, man. Damn. It helps out the blacks. Black people looking around like, what? It didn't really help us out that much. I mean, it helped out black women and to black men barely. And who it helped out the most, and which we're gonna get into, is white women. But anyway, the court ruled affirmative action does violate the 14th Amendment Equals Protection Clause, says the university policies aren't operated in a way that's in line with the limited exceptions for clause guaranteed of equal rights without regard to any differences of race, of color, or nationality. All right, when did this happen? We want to show the dates, June 29th this year. All right, so they saying they scratching it. They're like, this is they basically saying is, it's racist and prejudice and disadvantage to white and Asian students, which is bull malarkey, but I don't even care about affirmative action. That shit didn't help me at all. I know some of y'all like, you black and you went to college though, bro. You probably was affirmative act. Nah, bro. Not at all. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Not one bit. Hell, how do we know if affirmative action was for that particular people? Do they give you a letter and like, yo, you're an affirmative action hire, bro, or you was affirmative action admission applicant that we accepted? Here you go. Don't know. Supreme Court rejects race-based, and see, this is what I wanted. Race-based affirmative action in college admissions. This off the Washington Post. This also on June 29th by Robert Barnes. And it reads, the Supreme Court on Thursday held the race-conscious admission programs at Harvard and the University of Carolina violate the constitutional guarantee of equal protection, a historic ruling that rolls back decades of proceeding and will force a dramatic change in how the nation's private and public universities select their students. Let me clarify something. I said black people and got the roles or didn't get it. I'll refresh that. My bad, yo. Black Americans, most black Americans didn't really benefit off affirmative action. We were the ones fighting for the shit. We didn't benefit much from it. Okay. Now our black compadres, you feel me? Haitian, Jamaican, the list goes on. Yeah, y'all benefited from it. Our black immigrant class. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Cool, do your thing. Benefit from it, you feel me? I will say this. When I went to SDSU, and for some of y'all out there, it's like, what the hell is SDSU? Is that one of the letters in the... Never mind, I ain't gonna say that joke. But anyway, I saw predominantly the black people there were immigrants that was in the college. And SDSU means San Diego State University. That's where I went. Yes, most of the black people that went to San Diego State University that were black were immigrants. Or they were considered anchor babies, which means their parents are immigrants, but they were born in the States. But I digress. Elite University has contended that without considering race as one factor in admissions, their student bodies will contain more whites and Asian Americans and fewer black and Hispanics. I don't know, man. I feel this ain't true at all, man. I think it's going to be the same amount of numbers. It's already ain't a lot of black and Hispanics that go to goddamn PWIs. And PWI mean predominantly white institutions. You feel me? Hell, it ain't a lot of black Americans that go to HBCUs, man. Think about it. It's a lot of the black immigrant class. Yeah, I said it. The shit was supposed to help us out as black Americans and didn't really help us out. So that's why I ain't really tripping off affirmative action. From the hiring process to this shit. College admissions. Shit. I mean, it helped out our black American women a little bit more than our black American men, but to a small fucking degree. But the student must treat it based on his or her experiences as an individual, not on the basis of race. Yeah, fuck the race, lineage. Let's go. Let's get affirmative action for lineage. Yeah. I like that. Roberts wrote, joined by Justice Clarence Thomas, Samuel A. Alito Jr., Neil M. Gorsuch, Brett M. Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. Many universities have for too long done just the opposite. Look at all these goddamn justices, and y'all only want to shit on Clarence Thomas. Mm-hmm. Tell us you ain't racist without telling us you ain't racist. Mm-hmm. And in doing so, they have concluded wrongly that the touchstone of an individual's identity is not challenges bested, skills built, or lesson learned, but the color of their skin. Our constitutional history does not tolerate that choice. Justice Sonia Sotomayor, the court's first Latina and a prominent of the affirmative action, read parts of her opinion from the bench in a show of profound disagreement. Okay? All right, they disagreeing. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. Mada, mada, mada. Da, 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 da. Uh-huh. And y'all know what affirmative action is, right? Yes, it's basically affirmative action is where you basically got to pick a certain amount of minorities. It's like a minority quota, basically. You got to pick a certain amount of minorities or you going to get in trouble, essentially. Do y'all know who else is a minority? And some of y'all might be like scratching your head when I say this. White women. Yeah. They consider a minority. Who benefited the most from the program? Ding, 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 ding. You guessed it. White women benefited most from the affirmative action program. So why do they oppose it? Because most white women is led by they racist ass white men, so they pick up that ideology. This is got this off USA Today. Jessica Gwynn, and this was wrote in June 29th of this year. Okay. People often associate. We're gonna click that off. Okay. People often associate. We're gonna make this bigger too. People often associate affirmative action with efforts to end discrimination for people of color. But scholars say the greatest beneficiaries of affirmative action policies are, say it with me, people, white women. From college campuses to the American workplace. White women today are more educated and make a bigger slice of the workforce as a result of decades of affirmative action policies, scholars say. White women have also made inroads into corporate leadership that people of color and women of color have not. Okay, man. Clarence the Coon Thomas. Right now, every time you do something that, you know what I mean, that is like either directly or indirectly gonna help black people. I think this is indirectly gonna help black people because now we're gonna have to really get on our shit. Can't rely on that old affirmative action to get us into college. So less of getting college, more of us gonna go entrepreneur route, own our own businesses, help other people businesses grow. That's what I think. But What do I know? We're gonna take off an N off of Clarence the Coon Thomas name. So right now you at the coup. All right, the N's taking off. But if you do some bullshit, which you might do, you're putting that N right back on. All right, white women today are more. Okay, we read that. All right. The Supreme Court on Thursday struck down affirmative action admissions policy used by Harvard College and the University of North Carolina to build diversity on their campuses. Legal observers said that decision will have huge consequences for higher education and could have significant ripple effects for corporate diversity programs. Now we're going to get into it. What is affirmative action? You know what I mean? Affirmative action refers to the efforts to curb discrimination in education, employment, and government contracting. Affirmative action was first used in 1935 in the Wagner Act, a federal law that gave workers... Gotta stretch, y'all. You feel me? I told you my back hurt a little bit. So, workers the right to start and join unions. John F. Kennedy was the first president to use the term to mean advancing racial equality. The term was originally meant to convey that the government should act affirmatively to end race and gender discrimination. But critics have equated affirmative action with racial quotas and preferences that they say give unfair advantages to people of color and discriminate against white people. No, it doesn't discriminate against white people because a white person benefit from this. You know that white women are considered white people, right? I was waiting for somebody to respond and be like, no, it doesn't. I'll be like, oh man, they're not stuck on stupid. These niggas are stupid. They are the. If you say that your picture be the face next to stupidity, you feel me? And like I told y'all, affirmative action is basically what you call it. It's a quota for how many minorities you should have in your establishment. That's all it is. And let's be real. If they're taking away, I know a lot of people didn't say this. If they're taking away the race-based, right? Race-based affirmative action, they ain't got nothing to do with white women getting their shit. Because it ain't going to be pertaining to race. Pertaining to minority. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they making it all the way clear like, yo, man, we don't give a damn about your race. You feel me? We making this shit. We going to make sure even more white women benefit from this. How have white women benefited from affirmative action? Discussions about affirmative action tend to focus on race. But statistics show that it has also been an equalizer for white women in education and in the workplace. And I'm glad they said statistics. You know why? Because I tried to look up stats. Oh my goodness. So let's do this. Boom. I tried to look up stats. You feel me? We're going to make it bigger. Views on affirmative action. This has nothing to do with it showing who benefits from affirmative action. A lot of stats show who either agrees with it or who opposes it. I want y'all to see this. A majority of Americans support affirmative action. Another stat sheet that shows the opposing to the favorite of affirmative action. Favor affirmative action for women. Favor affirmative action for racial minorities. It doesn't say who's benefiting from it. They hide in them stats. You see what they do with stats too? They bury stats. They go around talk about, show me the stats, stat this, stat that, statty, blah, 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 blah. And do y'all know that sometimes they might bury stats? I want y'all to see why I say they're burying stats. A Labor Department report in 1995 found that since the 1960s, affirmative action had helped 5 million members of minority groups and 6 million women move up in the workplace. Since the 1960s. Why can't I find no stats of who benefited from affirmative action? I can't find no stats from that. What? Percent of students attending highly selective institutions by race within income quintile. What the fuck is y'all talking about? What? Common standard. What? Now I'm not even getting into the. I'm scrolling as much as I can, and I can't find. This is it. You know what? I'm gonna refresh the page for y'all. Refreshed it. Did we get more stats? No. White increase support for affirmative action for minorities. Yes, it's going to increase because white women going to start, even though they said they oppose it, some of them start peeping the game like, hold on, this benefiting us now. We might need to come into the dudes, supporting this a little bit more. Y'all see it, bro? I can't find the stats. I can't find the stats of who benefited more from affirmative action, but I could find who opposed it. I could find who's in favor for it. Hell, I could find the stats of like, what's the income percentile of who's going to college and who got admitted more than them. Yeah, bruh. That's how they do. When we talk about institutions like higher education, we see that women in general are on par with men, but we have severe underrepresentation of Black, Indigenous, and Latinx folks in colleges and universities, and even greater disparities for women of color. Texas A&M sociologist and lawyer Wendy Leo Moore told USA Today, you can make the same analysis when we look at employment. Those are the kinds of things that indicate that on a structural level, that white women have benefited. White women benefited the most from affirmative action, you hoes. White women benefited the most. Man. What does affirmative action data show? In the past 6 decades, women have leapfrogged men in earnings 4-year degrees, while Black and Latino students are still underrepresented in college admissions and graduation rates, especially in 4-year colleges. Now, you could say this the same for Black people too. Black men, Black women. Black women are leapfrogging Black men when it comes to earning degrees and getting their education on and all that shit. Yeah, they are. But is it a good thing or not? That's for another topic for another day. We on to affirmative action. A similar trend has been seen in the workplace, according to a USA Today analysis of named executives at the nation's 100 largest companies. From 2020 to 2022, white women expanded their share of senior leadership. You see that? Expanded their share of senior leadership jobs at twice the rate of women of color. The women remained outnumbered 4-1, despite marginal gains among men of color. White men still hold about 2/3 of the job, even though they account for just 1/3 of U.S. workers. Why do most white women oppose affirmative action? Here we go. And I know some of y'all are like, wait a minute. All that benefiting, they still oppose it? What? If white women benefited from affirmative action, why do they oppose it? Half Americans do not approve of colleges and universities considering race and admissions. According to a recent Pew Research Center report, a majority of white adults disapprove it. To about 70% of non-Hispanic white women somewhat or strongly oppose affirmative action, according to a 2014 cooperative congressional election study. Now, that's a 2014. We jump 10 years. This 70 might went. I mean, it could go either way. It could have went up or down. I can't really tell. White women have also challenged affirmative action policies. In 2016, the Supreme Court ruled against Abigail Fisher, a white student who said the University of Texas denied her admission because of her race. Whoa. Hold the fuck up. Moore says the opposition is a result of long-running anti-affirmative action campaigns from conservative groups that attack race-based affirmative action, but no gender-based affirmative action. Exactly. Because they still racist. Most of them white women, hunky racists, they freaking go against affirmative action because of the racism, the race-based shit. The race, I'm telling you, it's because of race. They be on that code strong, man. That white code be crazy, man. Even if it benefit them, they'll still go against it. God damn. The oxymoron in that. Wow. None of that same pressure is operating on the basis of gender, she said. The result, significant strides for white women, but not for women of color, because of the way we see women of color at their race before their gender. Women of color haven't benefited from it, Moore said. Hey, man, you know what else I'm going to say? This kind of sound eerily like how them white feminists be. Most of them. The pioneers. What's her name? It's like Marshall something. Pioneer of feminism. I forget her name. Mary Wallencroft. There's another is it Betty Friendy? Once I see her name, I will most definitely know who. I'm gonna say nah. White feminism is a term which is described. Nah, we want to know the what was her freaking name? Is like Moore or something. White feminist. No, that's one. Feminist Moore. I'm spelling this shit all wrong. I cannot think of it. You know, that's my fault, y'all. I gotta start when I see certain information. I gotta start just save it, take a screenshot so I can show you what I'm talking about. I forget her name though. But she was also on some Mary Taylor Moore refused to join feminist movement. Is it Mary Taylor Moore? That's who I'm thinking about. Mary Taylor refused to join the feminist movement. Mary Taylor Moore. I think that's what I'm talking about. Mary Taylor Moore. Mary Taylor Moore. Was America? Yeah, I think it was her. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was her. She was like, I think she wasn't even fucking with the feminist shit because of the race shit. Mary Moore in her role in the feminist movement. First airing, the show was blah blah blah. The first truly female dominant sitcom. Okay. No, the show wasn't really even drew the ire, blah 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 blah. No, we don't. Not the show, just her herself. No. Role in feminism. Telling this shit all wrong. We're gonna get it though. The new set of blah 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 with more receiving da la 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 la. I can't find it the way I want to find it, y'all. God damn it. My bad, y'all. See, I will out myself. That's poor reporting. I should have these names already for y'all. Next time I will have the screenshot. That's why I gotta do better, y'all. I gotta do better. My fault, y'all. I'm telling you. But I wanted to iterate how, like, you know, some of the white feminists in the feminist movement, how they didn't give a damn about the race factor of shit. They didn't care about that. They just cared about the gender. That's what it sounded like with this affirmative action shit. When it comes to the white women, they don't give a damn about your race. They care about the gender. And they benefited from the most. That's why, man, real talk, affirmative action, don't give a damn. Sayonara, whatever. I mean, us as Black Americans, we fought for it, but it didn't benefit us at all, really. So, it's gone. Nah. Hey. Goodbye. whatever. Goodbye. And I know some of y'all gonna be typing. I can't believe that you don't stand. Oh my God. Oh Lord. You was a black supremacist. Oh, you sound like this. Dog, I look at the facts. I look at what benefit us as Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, you feel me? And I go from there. I don't get caught up in the hoopla. Is that how you say that fucking term? The hoopla? Whatever. I don't get caught up in all that jazz. Are you serious? Anyway, I'm about to close down the phone lines. But if y'all want to call in, let y'all voice be heard about this news segment, call in at 619-609-7383. Once again, the number is 619-609-7383. Call in, let y'all voice be heard about this news segment. How y'all feel about the overturning of affirmative action, race-based wise? You feel me? I already told y'all my spiel. You feel me? I want to hear y'all. Anyway, this is another episode of the Seers Glare. I'm your lovely or hated host, Kamal, a.k.a. the Black Seinfeld, a.k.a. Magic X. And since I got the best audience out there, what should the best audience be doing right now? You goddamn right. Giving yourself a round of applause, you feel me? If they watching, at least they learning. I appreciate all y'all. From the ugly to the beautiful and to the in-betweeners. And oh, god damn! So many in-betweeners out there. Golly. Whew. For my tubers though, YouTube been around since 2005. I don't need to tell y'all what to do to get the video or the channel booming. But just like the rest of the tubers say, I'ma say the same thing. Like a sub a share a comment alike. Y'all know what to do. Some of y'all smart out there, you feel me? Hey, for my Twitch family though, hit your bro with a follow. Hit your bro with a share. That'd be greatly appreciated, you feel me? I also appreciate my lovely sponsor, First Place Losers. The link to the shop gonna be in the description below. Y'all go check out the fire-ass garments made out of 100% Egyptian cotton. I guarantee a boost your sex appeal about, let's say, 51%. And look here. If it look good on me, it's going to look good on your in-between ass, okay? And with that being said, look, I appreciate my social media family. If you want to follow your bruh on TikTok or Twitter, Kamal Johnson ENT, you feel me? Also appreciate my real family. For my tubers, hit that damn notification bell so you know when I drop these fire-ass, news segments, you feel me? Also, I wanted to say this, man. Y'all doing the damn thing. I appreciate y'all. That engagement going up, views are going up. I appreciate the hell out of all y'all. You feel me? Except for you, a racist honky. But I did want to say this, man. I want my live audience to get more, man. Let's go. Let's get more in the live. Hit that notification bell so you know when I drop these lives. You feel me? But y'all doing the damn thing. Views going up, engagement going up. That's what I'm talking about. All right. With that being said, man, my final note is this. Affirmative action didn't really help Black Americans, even though we were the ones to fight for affirmative action. It didn't help us really that much. So, me as a Black American, I don't give a damn that it got thrown out. Sayonara, peace out. You know who it helped out the most? And they were mainly opposed to it too? Was white women. Crazy, right? The way people write things in America and how they do things out here, nothing's ever crazy to me anymore. And with that being said, this is another episode of the Seers Glare. I'm your lovely or hated host, Kamal, a.k.a. the Black Seinfeld, a.k.a. Magic X. And look, y'all have a good day, good evening, Good whenever it is y'all consuming this content. And on that note, I'm out, y'all. Peace. Damn, that's crazy. You know how like the white women oppose affirmative action, but it hella benefit them the most? You see that code, my black Americans? That is cold white. We need to be like how they be on code. We need to be like that as us as black Americans. You feel me?